Welcome to 5 and 5 with Miller and Mango, your go-to source for all things finance with a twist of culture infused into every episode. Join your hosts, seasoned financial professional Miller and marketing maverick Mango, as they discuss 5 of the latest market and cultural trends and help you instill common sense into the ever-changing landscape of finance, all within 5 minutes. It's time to dive into the numbers, unravel market mysteries, and discover the strategies that matter. Welcome to 5 and 5 with Miller and Mango.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1 of 5 and 5. I'm your host Mango and here with my co-host Miller. We're here to help make common sense of the latest market and cultural news. Miller, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, Mango. Glad to be here. I'm Miller, bringing you years of financial wisdom and a passion for turning some pretty tough topics into as easy to understand concepts as possible. I'm excited to dive in with you here today. What's on the docket?
Yeah, and since this is episode 1, I'll give a little background on the format. It should be pretty simple. 5 topics in 5 to 6 or 7 minutes, and it's going to be a rapid round. Yeah. Ready? Number 1. Apple's fall event is set for today, September 12th, where they will probably introduce another iPhone, another Apple Watch, and probably some product that we'll never use. Give us some kind of lay down on the world of Apple.
Yeah, Apple's, and understandably so, one of the most watched companies in the world, no matter where you are. I mean, everyone recognizes that Apple icon. From the investor side of things, it is mind-blowing when we look at Apple's balance sheet to see how much cash they carry, upwards of $60 billion. Yes, billion with a B, which is more than literally some countries have in the world right now. So it's always a bit of a debate, right? Is that a good use for Apple's cash to be in a pretty conservative position, or could that money be better spent elsewhere in research and development or on products, services, that kind of thing?
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, no, quite a bit of cash. And
yeah.
We've only seen those levels kind of go up
over
the past couple of years for sure.
All right. Well, by the time people listen to this, we'll be able to see what they came out with.
That's right, yeah.
Story 2. Americans have never been wealthier. Fueled by a resurgent stock market and rising home values, U.S. household wealth hit a record $154.3 trillion.
Wow.
Which is about $470,000 per person in the U.S. during the second quarter of this year, according to federal data. So, wealth.
Massive figures there, right? I mentioned $1 billion earlier with Apple, but now we're in the trillion space, which is just a completely other scale. I'm curious to get your thoughts on how we define wealth, either at the TradeWinds side of things or even Mango, you personally. What does wealth mean?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's something that we've talked about and actually put a money courage about a couple of months ago about, you know, the balance of your life portfolio of on wealth, which is dollars to some, time and health, right? What do you value where you are in your life? And, you know, as a parent with a wife and 2 boys about to be 10 and 7, my time is my wealth and my value. Spending time with them, being able to take vacations versus the bottom line dollar. So that's where I'm at right now in my life.
Well said. I mean, if we were to look at maybe the other side of the coin here, as wealth has really gone up, so has consumer debt. I just saw the other day credit card debt just surpassed $1 trillion with a T, which is its highest level ever. So, you know, depending on how you view wealth, is it the dollar in your pocket? Is it the dollar in the bank, or the house you own or car you drive?
Yeah.
Maybe a myriad of ways to take a look at it.
Interesting thoughts.
Yeah.
Story 3, one that I'm looking forward to, is fall television shows.
I'm sure you are, Mango.
Yes. As a marketer, fall TV has always been the start of, they call it sweep season. That's when networks really look to attract new viewers and gain ratings. Interestingly enough, this might be the last time we do see any new shows with the ongoing writer and actor strike. So that all being said, I looked at the list, and the 3 that I'm most excited for is Loki Season 2. I would say Loki is one of the better Marvel shows they made on on Disney Plus. Fargo. Fargo is an ongoing series that changes scenery and actors every other season, which is fantastic. And yet another season of Survivor 45, which is incredible. Fun fact, Karen auditioned for season 1 of Survivor with her friend Kelly. And Kelly went on to be one of the stars of season 1 of Survivor.
Yeah, look at that. It's a small world.
It is.
After 45 seasons. Wow, what
I know, incredible, right?
Yeah. Well, Mike, you're the resident expert here when it comes to reality television. My house just has football on the weekends, whether it's college or professional. Brittany and I are huge football fans, so I think that leads in really well to our fourth
great
topic.
Segue for the start of the NFL season, which means the start of the betting season for most people. The NFL's opening weekend we just passed off, and it ends up being the biggest sport betting season ever. I feel like all I see are ads for sports betting around here.
Yeah, not just. I mean, I think there's a reason behind that advertisement. I think I saw some figures mentioning, half of American adults have placed at least one sports wager in the past year. So we're seeing that propensity of betting and the ease of it now. You don't have to go to the shady building in town.
The bookie?
Or a stranger bookie that you have to deal with. It's as easy as downloading DraftKings or one of these other providers and linking your credit card up and rolling the dice.
Yeah, the great state of North Carolina has actually legalized it. I think it goes into effect January 1 of next year, and I think there's only like less than 10 states that don't legally offer it yet.
It's
which
right
is incredible.
around the corner.
It is.
I think they're getting more and more creative with how you can bet. It's not just who wins and the spreads. Those are kind of the original or classic ways to bet. You can now bunch a lot of events together in a huge parlay and try to be the one in a million.
Well, save your money out there. We do not recommend betting.
I think I'm going to save it and maybe invest it. We'll see.
And our last segment, which I like to call Explain to Me Like a Fourth Grader, because of my son Dylan. What is going on with China's economy?
Yeah, so China has clearly been in the news here, not just as of late, but really it's been a hot topic for a couple decades, I think is safe to say. But a couple of big things I think is going on, something that we are watching on the TradeWinds side too. On the fourth grade level, I'm thinking of it like a report card. There's a lot of question marks around numbers that China reports, and at times they pick and choose what they want to publish or not. So for your son Dylan, it'd be either taking the report card and either not giving it to you on time, or at worst, maybe forging some of the grades is being reported. Not good. Not good. Secondly, we've seen some real estate issues, especially as of late with China. They're trying to be in such a growth and expansionary mode. A lot of people out there are going to say they're building a sandcastle on sand that's not yet packed well, so things can wash away pretty quickly.
Yep, get it.
To continue a fourth grade analogy here for us. And then lastly, the population is a big thing. There's much more men than women right now in China as a result of the one-child policy and the importance of continuing a family's name, but is leading to some problems right now with keeping the same pace in population and reproduction, in essence, which naturally trickles down to the economy. Who's going to work the industrial jobs or continue the expansion to the degree that they've seen so far? So we actually expect China's population to take a couple big steps down over the next handful of years.
I understood all three of those.
Yeah.
I could be just as smart as a fourth grader.
We'll give you some tests and see what you can do, Mango.
Awesome. Well, that's a wrap for our first episode of 5 and 5. I think I would rate us 10 out of 10.
Big success.
Yeah.
But we're always open to feedback, so let us know what we can do better or topics that may be of interest to you. We're game.
And always please subscribe, comment, and share on your podcast platform of choice. Till next time, it's 5 and 5, Miller and Mango.
TradeWinds LLC is an investment advisory firm that is registered with the Securities Exchange Commission. Registration does not imply a certain level of skill or training. TradeWinds will not accept trade offers online, and any such request, orders, or instructions that you send will not be accepted and will not be processed. This presentation has been provided for informational purposes only and is not intended as legal, tax, or investment advice or a recommendation of any particular security or strategy. The investment strategy and themes discussed herein may be unsuitable for investors depending on their specific investment objectives and financial situation. Information obtained from third-party sources is believed to be reliable, though its accuracy is not guaranteed. Opinions expressed in this commentary reflect subjective judgments of the author based on conditions at the time of the publication and are subject to change without notice. Past performance is not indicative of future results.